Hello everybody, it's your boy Valois Wilson and the show is The Prince Show, and the segment as usual is Awakening the Sleeping Giant. So as I explained before in the last episodes, we call the segment Awakening the Sleeping Giant because I believe that everybody has a sleeping giant inside them. If that giant is not awake, then the giant is asleep inside them, and that giant are things that God put in everybody, in every one of us, that will help us to live in the environment that we are in and affect that environment, because He said in Genesis that let's make a man into our own image, in our own likeness, so that he can have dominion over everything that we created. And so having dominion means the person can affect the environment in the way, according to the way that God tells them to affect, or according to the things that God has put inside them to help them live in the environment that they are in. And so as we discussed that we are setting a culture, and how would we should we set up the culture is by awakening that sleeping giant inside us and working and walking according to the principles that God has told us to do. And so without further ado, I want to introduce you to our topic today. Our topic today will be building up from where we started before, that we are supposed to be renewed in our mind so that we can do things the way God said we are supposed to be doing. And today we are going to be discussing about leadership. Is it okay, or should a Christian take leadership position in the government that they are in the country that they are in, or in the place or the environment that they are in? Because we know the government, it has stages, local government, and going up top to the country's government. And so is it okay, or should Christian take government position and involve themselves in politics or in the leadership position of a certain country or a certain place that they are in? Now, before we are going further, we are going to have a break, and then when we come back, I'm going to give you some examples in the Bible of people who were Christians or people who were following God, who involved themselves in the government and they make huge impact, and they set the culture, they set out the tone for how other leaders should behave when they're in the leadership position. And so let's go to the break. When we come back, I'm going to talk about them, and then I'll give you a room to discuss this further so that we can come to some kind of understanding and know what we are supposed to do in the place or in the environment that we are in. Welcome. It's your boy Valois Wilson, The Prince Show.